breaking news coming in, and this is a turning point when it comes to the war with Iran. They're seeking a total ceasefire, putting down conditions for ending the war, saying that there are certain guarantees that need to be met in order for no further attacks to take place, and will accept mediation if conditions are met. That is what Iran is saying on the war, and there's some good news, some breakthrough that we can expect after this announcement that has been made by the Iranian side. And to know more on this, Aditya Rajkol, my colleague, joining us to get us the latest on this. Aditya, this could really mean that the end is totally in sight, just the way Trump has been saying this, saying that the war is complete, or well, almost, pretty much. That is what Trump had to say. And now Iran is saying that they're ready to, in fact, to go ahead, but they want certain conditions, certain guarantees to be in place, and that is when Iran will accept those conditions for mediating, in order to put an end to the war. And that is what Iran has said at the moment. That's very good news, Aditya, coming our way.
Well, Divya, it might be good news or signals of a good news, but there is no breakthrough as such that has been coming even after 11 days of relentless war in the Middle East. What we are learning is that Iran has put some conditions. Clearly, they're saying that there should be a total ceasefire. There should be guarantees on no future attacks by US or Israel on Iranian soil. And only then will they agree for a mediation and a sustained process of talks with the United States. But the big question right now is that will US and Israel come on the table? Will US and Israel really agree to some kind of a dialogue or a negotiation with Iran after coming so much deep inside the war, after 11 days of relentless fighting and so many strategic centers across Iran being completely destabilized and completely destroyed and devastated? What we are learning is that US and Israel are going to continue mount pressure on Israel because they do not want any kind of Iranian regime to continue. They want free and fair elections to happen and no Islamic rule as such by the Islamic regime of Iran. So it might be a glimmer of hope, certainly, but I won't call it fully a good news yet unless there is a big breakthrough that comes in. Here in Israel, there have been a couple of sirens that have come in since early morning, Iranian missiles being spotted by the Iron Dome and other air defense mechanisms here in Israel. But there have been frequent incidents of the fragments and the debris of the missile falling off and several people being injured or dying. There have been 2 Chinese workers who died recently. Yesterday also 2 people died at a construction site in Yehud, or the adjacent of Israel's Tel Aviv. So clearly at this stage, Divya, it might be a glimmer of hope, but there's much more that needs to happen perhaps behind closed doors before there could be a ceasefire.
Right. This is raising our hopes, of course, at the moment, Aditya, while the world is waiting with bated breath for this war to come to an end. It is Iran's deputy foreign minister who said that there are many countries coming forward in order to propose that possible ceasefire. This, of course, does include Russia, China and France. But just earlier today, Aditya, we heard the foreign minister say that they are not ready for any negotiations, any mediation, any talks with the United States after the US went ahead and said that they would, retaliate 20 times harder. Let's stay with us, of course, while, we talk about Israel attacking the bases in Iran. This is a dramatic video that has come out of the Israeli strikes. These are balls of fire and clouds of smoke that can be seen in this latest video of the Israeli attacks that have taken place on the Iran bases in Abadan. In order to get more on this, Aditya, while we're talking about that ceasefire that could be, in the pipeline, in the works, or at least Iran is ready to, come on the table. But here we are seeing blasts and attacks that are taking place. These are Israeli attacks on Iranian bases.
That's right. These are fresh attacks that have taken place on the 11th day of the war or the conflict across the Middle East. The Israeli Air Force and the IDF now striking Abadan, the IRGC bases and the Basij forces. These are very strategic locations. One, police stations and locations where the Basij forces are located. These are the same forces that had done a massive crackdown on the Iranian protesters when pro-democracy and anti-regime protests were happening just a few weeks ago. Thousands of people died in those protests, and certainly there's a lot of resentment in the air. So what the kind of message that US and Israel really want to send out to the people is that we are with you. You can come out and protest, but be careful. You can take back control of power from the Iranian regime. That's the kind of message that's coming in. But the biggest challenge for the United States and Israel right now is that there's no substitute leader There's no civilian Gandhi as such, Iranian Gandhi, who could come out and seek freedom from the Iranian regime. So that's a huge challenge. Right now, there's only Reza Pahlavi who's outside, who has no base right now in Iran and doesn't really want to even travel to Iran. Fears of his security. But certainly, this is a dramatic visual coming on your screen right now from Abadan in Iran, where fresh strikes have taken place. The Israeli Defense Forces now striking the IRGC and other strategic locations all across. Earlier, we had the oil refineries and oil
Right.
depots across Tehran.
Right,
being attacked
Aditya.
also.